All right, guys. So I'm still adjusting my camera to make sure it's got the right angle. There we go. What they really think about you. So these were the first two cards I saw that came up in the thumbnail for whatever reason. So whoever is watching this person might be really worried and heartbroken over you. They're like sitting in bed all night regretting some shit. They're regretting something they said, something they did. It's ugly. It's like, this is like some serious shit that this person is feeling, okay? Like, what the fuck did I do to screw this fucking shit up? And how do I feel like at this fucking crossroads right here with this person? What did I do? Like, they're rehashing it in their head right now. They feel almost embarrassed about how they act, as well they should, because I feel like this person fucked up an opportunity with you or something. They did something to feel like this. It's a lot of swords energy. It's a lot of heavy shit. So let's get into 1, 2, and 3. That's just an overview of what I feel like somebody is feeling some shit right now. All right. If you'd like your own reading, go to naomitarot.com. If you're waiting for a reading, I'm uploading 2 videos as I speak right now. I'm sorry they're being uploaded later. It's just is what it is. I kind of flaked out today because I also have another job. So sometimes getting the videos uploaded, it's either my Wi-Fi sucks because of where I am in the middle of the woods right now, because I'm not in the city, or because I got overwhelmed with my other job. But they are uploading right now if you are waiting for a video today. So thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being customers. I appreciate all of you very much. All right. So number 1, message number 1. Message number 1. Let's just see. Message number 1. Sorry about all that noise. 2 minutes. Okay. Wow, I did a lot of talking. If you'd like your own reading, go to naomitarot.com. All right. Message number 1. What are they really thinking about you? Okay. So they've been off by themselves. Message number 1. They've just been kind of like hanging out there, like doing their own thing with the hermit. And they've really been considering some shit lately. They've really been considering some shit lately. They're just kind of like, I don't know. They're off there thinking to themselves, considering things. Princess of Pentacles. They're not making any moves right now. Maybe they've been spending time with their family. If they're part of your family, it could be saying this is about a family member. Or if they're not part of your family and there's somebody you're dating, it's like they're spending time with their family. But they've been thinking about you. And they're thinking about, how do I pay more attention to this person's needs? What kind of things specifically do they need from me? How can I make this better? If that's not what they're thinking, maybe there's something specific about them that they feel like you've missed. 8 of Pentacles talks about the details. 8 of Wands, they're thinking about going forward. They're considering it, or they're considering making a move, but it's like they're still wondering like why you haven't picked this up on them, or they're still trying to wonder if it's not something about them that you haven't picked up on. It's they're wondering about you, this thing that they can't quite put their finger on it, and they're kind of like, what is it about them? What is it about them? So they're really considering shit. If this is about a relationship, maybe they're like considering whether to really make a move with you and go forward. Maybe they're considering whether to stay with you if you're already with them. They could be far away from you. They could be far away from you. I feel like this is somebody who you feel almost psychically attached to or connected to. Like this is the person who's very much somebody, like when you think about them, they think about you. You have like a psychic link. You know, the Hermit and the High Priestess are very intuitive cards. They're cards that involve a lot of intuition and feeling and deep introspection. And it's like you have that type of connection with them. Or they could be a Pisces or Virgo. They don't have to be, but they certainly could. I feel like this person is going to take action towards the summer. They're going to start coming forward more, take more action towards communicating with you. But right now, it's like they're not letting on how they feel. The moon, it's very mysterious. They've been really deeply considering things and taking their time with Temperance with the Ferals. This also could be a person that your angels divinely guided you to. It also could be a person like that, because The Herald also talks about your guardian angels. It's the Judgment card in the tarot deck. I feel like you're really going to start to see progress moving forward with this person around July, June, and you're going to come out from feeling left out in the cold with them. Because right now there's this feeling that you feel like you're not enough, you feel like you're not good enough, you feel like something's not moving right or something's not right about this because you've tried so hard for something, you've been waiting for this victory or this communication with this person, and you just feel like communication's dropped off a cliff. Well, I feel like you're going to go through a rebirth or a new beginning with them. And it's probably going to happen starting in June, July, August. Things are going to start to pick up and get better. Okay. But this person's really seriously considering whether they still want this Chariot, whether they still want to go forward, whether they still want to pursue relationship or friendship or whatever this is. I feel like you guys had a falling out though. But ultimately, I feel like you're going to restabilize yourself, or your advice is to focus on yourself, focus on your own stability, what's good about you, what's good about your life, how you can improve your stability, maybe with money, maybe with resources, and then just let them come to you, okay? You don't need to chase after this person continuously. All right, so 610, message number two. Message number two, what's going on for two? I kind of like doing readings this way, guys. You can comment if you missed my lovely face, but I'm just kidding. Venus and Mars and Leo, you know, I had to make that little joke. But I really like doing readings like this because I feel more relaxed. I actually feel much more in my feminine energy, not showing my face. I know it's weird, but I do. I really like doing videos like this because it's more relaxing to do. But I will do ones where I'm talking, especially ones like when I talk about psychological topics, I'm going to show my face in those and talk. But like for like pick a cards, especially I like these kind of videos. And for the royals too, because it's like so goddamn stressful reading those royals. I like pointing the camera away from me. So number two, what does this person really think about you? What do they really think about number two? Okay. This person's very passionate about you. Very, very passionate. Maybe they're very attracted to you if this is sexual. If it's not sexual, then it could just be they feel very strongly about you. King of Wands, right? And they are looking to find some sort of balance or equality with you. They feel like they don't have for some reason. They're looking for stability. This also could indicate a possible third party as well, because we've got two guys here. It could be male or female. We have so with the Justice card, they're looking for greater balance, but we have a Wands and we have a Pentacles. So we have Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. There could be two people you're juggling, or they're juggling two people, and they're looking to find a balance. They're looking to see who they want to give their time to, who they really want to commit to. And they're afraid of hurting you or somebody else, the Tower. Either that or you're juggling two people and they're afraid, and you're afraid of hurting somebody. And maybe this is really just a cross-watcher read, and this is about what you think, not what they think. But it could be they're juggling or you're juggling. Somebody's juggling two people and looking to find a balance. So this person, whoever they are, hasn't made a decision, or you haven't made a decision yet. It's like you want to keep both, or they want to keep both. Like they want to be greedy and lock them away in their chest. Like, ha ha, I can keep both. This person is like the sweet, innocent one, and that person is like the bad, sexy one. Not that that's literally what's going on, but that's an example of what some people do. It's like they find different needs in different people, and it's like, oh, if I could just combine them together, they'd be the perfect person. But nobody's perfect, so you got to weigh which you would want more, right? So there's something they see in you and something they see in somebody else, or you see this in them and somebody else if you're the one juggling. And it's like they think, or you think, only if I could combine these two people together, only if I could combine them, you know, only if I could have them in one person, right? Then that would be the perfect balance, you know, justice, the scale. But I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Justice is Libra energy, remember, and Libra doesn't want to hurt people's feelings. Libra's always trying to, you know, tiptoe around people's feelings. And ultimately, there's going to be a loss. So this person's going to drop one person, or you're going to drop one person, or this is the advice. This has got to happen because you cannot, or they cannot, live continuously in illusions of the Four of Cups, like thinking I can keep this up forever. Look at that, the Moon, deception. I can keep this deception up forever. There's got to come a point where I put my big boy pants on or my big girl panties on and say, you know what? I am just going to go forward. I am just going to choose, or maybe choose nobody. Either you have to choose one or choose nobody, or they have to choose one or choose nobody. But somebody's juggling, and it may be more than one even. I'm not sure if you're committed to this person or you're dating. If you're dating, cool. If you're committed, I'm sorry to say, maybe somebody's not being honest with somebody. If it's you, well, figure it out. If it's them, sorry. Maybe this doesn't resonate with you. If it doesn't resonate with you, then it's not your story. It's not about you. But if it does, I'm sorry. So I feel like this person or you are trying to figure out who's going to be the best long-term partner. 3 of Cups, right? And this has been a very tough decision. It's been a very tough decision because it's like they're thinking, it's kind of like that dilemma where somebody kind of wants it all. It's almost like somebody in the situation watched too many romantic comedies or something. And they're like, well, I want the person I feel passionate about, but I also want the practical person. But I also want the person who fights for me. But I also want them to be a good long-term partner. Honey, in real life, a lot of times it doesn't work that way. It's usually one or the other. You want excitement and you want unstable, or you want, a little bit more boring, but sweet and dependable. Which one do you want, right? And this decision over who would be better in the long term is really overburdening them, or it's overburdening you. So what they think about you, which person are you in this? If this is about them juggling 2 people, what person is the watcher right now who's watching this? What role do they play in this? What type of person are they? Ooh, okay. So you're the passionate one. You're the one that they feel this passion for, okay? So you're that exciting one. Maybe you cut deep with your words sometimes, or they do. And you're the one who gives no fucks and basically says what you're thinking to this person. But at the same time, there's a lot of love there. So it's like love, 2 of Cups, passion with the King of Wands, the Ace of Swords. It's like saying exactly what's on your mind, cutting deep. The words cut deep sometimes, but you just say it. And so you might have these explosive arguments or passionate fights. And then this person's also got somebody else. It doesn't mean I don't want everybody who's watching this who's committed to somebody thinking that this person's sleeping with both of you. It doesn't mean they're sleeping with both of you. They could be talking to this person. Okay. And I feel like the other person is like this sweet, it's easy. It just flows. But it's like boring. They think, oh, boring. Like they're just really, really bored around that person. Okay. But then it's like with you, it's like, could that really be long lasting? And so that's what they're thinking about you. Like they feel trapped. Like I need to make a decision, but I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do it. But I know I've got to do it or I'm going to lose them both because somebody's going to find out. So it's up to you. If you want to confront them about after watching this video, don't blame Naomi Tarot. Don't say, oh, because Naomi said this, I know that somebody's backstabbing me. Please don't, because this may not be your story or your reading. But there is some deception going on here. And it's caused arguments between you guys. So confront them if you want. If you want to be an option and be chosen, be chose. But if you don't want that, then maybe it's time to GTFO. Okay. All right. So let's go to number 3. I spent a lot of time on that one. Number 3. I also feel like that too. When I do these not facing me, I spend more time on the questions, it feels like, because I feel like it feels a lot less pressury doing it with the camera facing away. All right. So number 3. Number 3. What does this person really think about the watcher? Let's try not for cross watcher reads, please. Cross watcher, do not come out in this reading. We're trying to figure out what the person thinks about the watcher. What does their person of interest think about them? Okay. They're in pain. Okay. They are in some deep shit, some kind of pain. They're looking for a change. And they've been cautious. when dealing with you, or they feel like they need to use caution in dealing with you. They also could be a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. So I feel like those cards that came out in the very beginning were about number 3. You know, all those swords cards, because look what we have now, 3 of swords. This person feels very, very broken by you. Could be that you feel broken by them, but this person associates you with pain. They associate you with pain. They associate with you with somebody who just left them out in the dirt, like in the dust. Like, this is heavy energy to get this and this like that. They see you as this bitch or jerk or whatever, bastard, ass. I don't want to keep swearing. I'm not going to get monetized on this. They see you as this person who like gave you this deep depression and pain, gave them this, or you feel this from them. Deep depression, pain is what they associate you with, okay? But at the same time, they wish they could have had this with you. And they think when they think of you, they think fondly, but they're cautious, right? They're cautious. They're very stuck in their ways. And maybe they're thinking of a new beginning with you. Or maybe they're with you right now and they've considered leaving, but they're not sure. They've been really thinking long and hard about things and about you lately. And they're very conflicted inside. So either they're trying to decide to get back together with you, and this is an ex, or there's somebody that you're with right now who is really weighing all the options, considering everything like, should I stay? Should I go? Is it worth it anymore? Because there's so much pain associated with this person. Yeah, they're really considering things. This came out again. They're thinking and overthinking and analyzing and overanalyzing. They just want to be at a calmer place in their life right now. And they've been really trying to take time out to rest, to stop stressing themselves. But they feel a lot of times when they're around you that they're drowning. They feel very overwhelmed and they want to get back to this place of strength again. They're thinking, if they haven't already walked away, they're thinking of walking away. And if they already have, it's you who walked away, not them. So if you're not together, you walked away from them and they feel pain from that. Or if they're with you right now, they're considering getting the strength to do this. Because they feel like, I just want things to work for once. I just want things to go smoothly, to be happy, to have a positive ending and new beginning, and just to have celebrations in life. And I just don't feel like that with this person that I'm with. That's what they're thinking. I just don't feel like that. Am I strong enough to handle this with them still? It's heartbreaking being with this person. So this is how they feel about you, but this also could be you, watcher, you watching this. You could be a cross watcher, and this is about how you feel about them. So it could be reversed. This is how you think about them and what they've done to you. So it could be one way or the other. Sometimes these readings come out that they apply more to the watcher than the person that we're reading on. So either they feel heartbroken when thinking about you and they're not sure if they could go on, or they're hurt that you left if you did, or you're hurt that they left, or you're with them now and you don't know if you can go on and get the strength to leave, and you're thinking of getting the strength to leave. Somebody's going to make a decision to move forward and to walk away. I feel very strongly a breakup is going to ensue, or a divorce or separation, or it already has. And it's the right choice. Fulfillment. Fulfillment is going to be found after that. And if you already are broken up, it was the right choice. Because there's so much more out there in the world. Happiness, new beginnings, leaving behind the pain of the past, and trusting you have the strength to move forward, or they're trusting themselves that they have the strength to move forward. Even if it means baby steps, they can do it, you can do it, whoever this is about, if it's about them or you. But you can't live, or they can't live in insecurity forever. Always thinking about the what if, always thinking about these things blocking them from making a move, or blocking you from making a move and taking control of your life, or they're not taking control of their life and just taking action and getting out. There's only so much you or they can think about this until you have to just say, you know what? Done. Fin, in French, Fin, final, over, done. The death of this relationship was a long time ago, and if you're not out of it yet, either you or them, something in the universe is going to push you out until it becomes more painful. So either they're making this decision to rip off the Band-Aid, or make them or make it so there's a situation that comes up that forces them out of this relationship, or you're doing that right now. Or they're feeling the after effects of being left, or you're feeling the after effects of being left. But positive things will come from this. Positive new beginnings, positive changes. This is the year of change. Number 5, the Hierophant. It means there are going to be a lot of marriages, divorces, getting togethers, and breaking up. 5 is the number of change. Go with it. Go with it. There's only so much thinking again and overthinking you can do or they can do. Time to walk away from the past and put work into the new beginning, whether it's into a new person, a new job, a new passion project. Put this positive 7 of Pentacles energy into something else, or they're going to do that. You can only reminisce, or they can only reminisce about happy times so long until it comes a point where you got to get up and make a freaking decision. Okay? That's what I have. And divine timing. All is in divine timing. The scales will balance once again. But somebody, either you or them, has to wake up and smell the coffee and realize it's time to put myself first. That's part of the divine masculine, or they have to put themselves first, or you have to put yourself first. Protect yourself, or they need to protect themselves. And that comes with being the boss man or the boss lady of your own life and saying, I don't put up with this shit anymore. I'm done. And after I made those masculine boundaries, I make that feminine move to flow in the direction I'm meant, or they will flow in the direction they're meant. But this is like do or die time, decision-making time that they're having, that they're experiencing, or you're experiencing in this somewhat toxic connection. So thank you for watching. I would like to make a side note on the topic of twin flames, because I feel like this third one was kind of like a twin flame. In the spiritual community, you will hear a long touted or repeated over and over again phrase of the twin flame, right? So twin flame this, twin flame that, my soulmate this, my soulmate that, my this, my that. Labels are just labels when we put them on things, people. And sometimes I tag my videos twin flame because people are looking for that, right? And sometimes it resonates with that. But I want to say, just because somebody fits in the label of a twin flame, which oftentimes is a toxic energy cycle, right? 8 of Swords. Just because somebody fits into that does not mean that you are destined to be together. Twin flame is just kind of one of those like unicorn labels. It's almost like I'm a special snowflake, like I hate to say it like that, but it relates to that snowflake thing so well, because it's kind of like saying, well, I'm special because I found my twin flame. Twin flame, schwim flame. Who the, cares? I said the F word, but bleep myself, Who cares if it's toxic? A twin flame doesn't mean something so much more special and meaningful if it's still freaking toxic, people. So even if somebody is your twin flame, according to the spiritual community, and you're feeling like it's draining your essence, or person you're dealing with feels like that, or one or both of you feels like it's draining your life force, your essence, but you have this passionate connection, like you knew each other another lifetime, honey, been there, done that, married that. It's not worth it. It's not worth it if it's draining your life source and your energy, no matter how deeply connected you are, no matter if you've seen past life energy, lifetimes with them, even if you've had visions or dreams of that kind of shit. I get it. You probably are twin flames if it's that deep, if it was like an instant connection. But is it worth it for a lifetime of drama, of back and forth, of pain, just because the spiritual community labeled this a special snowflake twin flame? Is that worth it? In my opinion, no. If you think it's worth it, then continue. But don't use twin flame as a cover to hide under to say it's okay to stay in an abusive relationship, whether it's verbally abusive, physically abusive, or emotionally abusive. And oftentimes they're emotional abusive relationships. They're not physically or verbally abusive. They tend to be ones of narcissists and empaths a lot of times, where they're quote unquote twin flames. I needed to put the air quotations there. So that is oftentimes used as the definition of a twin flame. Trisha, my understanding is twin flames often do have very tumultuous up and down energy. If you read about them, they're not usually very loving and deep easy relationships. They do have love in them. Twin flames absolutely love each other, but if they're often toxic, up and down, back and forth, breaking up, getting back together, and it's up and down. If it is a very loving, dedicated relationship that doesn't have a lot of conflict, that is a soulmate. So I'm not sure about your whole story because you just put a little bit there, but from what I understand, and I've read many research things on this, like in the spiritual, spiritual books and different things like that. Some people have a different definition, but my personal understanding of it is that twin flames are those very passionate, connected, deep, you could read each other's thoughts type of relationship, but you're very different and you often bring out the worst in one another. That's why often you'll have an empath with a narcissist, and that's called a twin flame a lot of times. But a soulmate is the one where soulmates don't always stay together either, but they don't have the same back and forth action as a twin flame. And they tend to once in a while have arguments, but it's more of a deep connection, deep spiritual bond, love and passion. It's not as passionate as twin flame, but there is love and passion, but it runs more smoothly. It doesn't mean they can stay together forever, but that might sound more like a soulmate, what you're talking about. And there's nothing wrong with soulmates. I'm all for soulmates, but I don't like that twin flame label that I feel like the spiritual community has given an excuse for abuse in. So I see it so many times on other tarot readers' channels. I'm not going to talk shit about because number one, I don't think for legal purposes that's a good idea to name names. And number two, I just don't want to drag somebody else's name through the mud, but I'll just say it as generally as I can. There are other spiritual readers I see on YouTube all the time talking about twin flame, and maybe it's your twin flame. Whenever they're talking about something difficult, it's like, yeah. And does that label make it any less toxic? So stop using it as an excuse to stay in toxic relationships is what the message of this end part of the video is. Trisha McGee. So soulmates can be kept apart repeatedly as well. I'm not sure if they can be kept apart. We are all co-creating with the universe as well. It's not just that fate is keeping people apart. It's a co-creation that we are participating in. So certainly, yes, soulmates can have situations where they can't be together and then they try and then they can't. But they'll always have like a loving bond that is the big differentiation between twin flames and soulmates is the twin flames carry a lot of drama. If you don't have a lot of drama, that doesn't sound like a twin flame to me. I mean, some people define anything that's a passionate connection as a twin flame, but twin flame, from my understanding, is you only have one in the universe that you will ever have your entire lifetime, and they'll keep reincarnating with you. And you often have a lot of drama between each other, but there's a very, very passionate connection of many lifetimes previous. That is a twin flame. Soulmates are people that you do also meet in many lifetimes, but they're here to be friends and guide you. And they're almost like a mirror of your soul. And so you have an instant connection as well, but it's not that same instant spark because it's not the same conflict. Because the clash is what also creates the spark. The clash and the contrast and the conflict is what also creates that intense attraction. It's not that soulmates can't be attracted, it's just that it's more of a deep, smooth running type of bond. It's like it just feels like it fits. Where it also don't have to be sexual. They can be like a family member that reincarnates with you many times as like a mother in one lifetime and a friend in another, or a sister in another, or brother or whatever, father. And they can also be sexual where they'll incarnate as a lover in different lifetimes. So you could have somebody who was your wife in a past life and now they're your husband in this life or something like that. Or they're like a person you date a while, but you don't marry this time. And then in another lifetime, you did marry. That's like a soulmate. So twin flame is the same one that's with you over and over and over again. And it's just one. Soulmate, you can have many soulmates. Twin flame is only one. And they're often very different than you, very different in almost every way, but you come together in a certain emotional bond that you resonate with. So that's the difference. But yeah, I mean, again, like I said, spiritual community making this special snowflake twin flame. It's nice if it works out, which is very rare. But if it's not working out, people in general, I'm speaking to, don't use this as an excuse to continuously put up with bullshit. Okay. So Joanna, number 3 resonated so much. It all went down today. Sorry about that. I'm glad if this is what you want and you're relieved by it, then I'm glad that did happen, but I'm not glad if it was painful today, whatever happened, because 3 had some painful energy. But Last messages for anybody who's watching, just move forward to whatever direction it was that you were going in with passion, with full certainty that this is right for you, and you will be rewarded by the universe in this co-creation with the universe that you took this chance, that you fully were passionately invested in this chance, whatever it is. Take it, go with it. No need to look back, only looking forward. Only looking forward to that Ace of Wands, Knight of Wands, passion to drive you forward, and the rebirth card, the rebirth, the new beginnings. And how fitting for Estra or Ostara. Ostara, the origin of Easter, the Germanic goddess Ostara. I should have done a video on that, guys. Maybe I will. A little talk about Ostara. But yes, happy Ostara. Go forward with passion. You're on a new rebirth. This is the time of rebirth, this time of year. Thank you for watching. And it's a great time for writing positive affirmations and intentions. As always, if you'd like your own reading, go to naomitarot.com. You're welcome, Trisha. And thank you, Joanna, for watching, and anybody else who will see this. I'll talk to you guys later. Bright blessings. And again, if this video resonated with you, great. If it didn't, and things I say don't resonate with you, you don't have to take my advice or listen to it. It's only for those who resonate. And I appreciate you guys. Bye-bye.